What's happening, guys? Good morning. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, December 16th, 2020. We're getting close here to Santa coming. This morning, we're going to talk about the importance of mentors. I had a little experience yesterday that made me want to talk about this topic. I'm going to share that experience with you guys, and hopefully this topic will help somebody. Let's get started.
It is ultimately important for you to look at your goals, truly what you want to do in your life, and then look at the people who you spend the most time with in your life and figure out if that lines up.
All right, what's happening, guys? Good morning. Good morning to you. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. Happy to be here with you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Good morning, Ryan Austin, Jared Bird, Dave. Good morning from Pittsburgh, man. We're supposed to get a whole pile of snow here today. I got my man Chris Filippelli's over here. He's hiding over here to my left, but he's in the studio, if you will, this morning. Tammy Clark, good morning to you. Thank you for being here. As always, Dean Dio, good morning, man. And my man, Mr. Jason Mann, good morning to you. Carla, good morning. We got a bunch of people popping on here this morning. Thank you guys for being here. So I want to talk this morning about the importance of mentors. So I have my mentor. You guys, some of you guys may have watched the episode where I've had Mr. Jay Duran on the podcast. Also, yesterday had a meeting with Will James, my buddy from high school, who played in the NFL, who I had on this podcast as well. And we were scheduled to have lunch. Will and I are working on a little project together. And, you know, I was just excited to introduce those two. And the reason I wanted to talk about mentors this morning is the conversation that happened between those two, between Jay and Will, and what I learned from that conversation. And what I learned from that conversation was significant, but what I really want you guys to understand is, you know, I've been working with Jay for, I guess, 3 or 4 months now, something like that. And Jay and Jay is I call him a modern day business philosopher. And really what he does is he is a culture guy, and he focuses on the culture of your business, your personal culture. He tries to uncover the things that maybe you don't see, and he tries to show those things to you from how you speak to how you interact to, you know, the culture of those people around you. And he tries to, you know, obviously reveal some of those things that you may not see to yourself. And he doesn't do that by telling you. He does that by educating you. And that led me to a situation yesterday where I had two very bright people that I knew would get along great. Will has an incredible talent in art. He owns a clothing line. He has had incredible success in the fashion and apparel world in the past. He spent 10 years in the NFL, and during those 10 years, he ended up going to school to learn about, you know, the fashion industry. And that conversation yesterday, you know, was interesting because for an hour and a half, I sat there and listened to two extremely intelligent people have a conversation that was so enlightening. And it was everything from their experiences in business to a trip that Will took in the spiritual kind of experience that he had on these trips. But I want to tell you what I really took away from it was the importance of listening. And let's take that to the step of mentorship. You know, I coach and interact with a lot of people. And what I notice is that sometimes when you're interacting with people, they are 100% dialed in and they are listening and focused, and you know, they are there for all the right reasons, and they're there to learn. Sometimes people are there to check a box. You know, they are there to probably, you know, feel better about themselves that they believe that they're learning. But are they really committed to learning? Are they really committed to advancing themselves? Or are they doing that to just check a box, to fill some void that they feel like they have? They feel like they need to develop, they need to be part of a group, but are they really getting mentorship? And yesterday, as I sat there, the light bulb went off for me, because as you guys know, I am not short on words ever. And what I said to Chris this morning was, what I recognized yesterday was the importance of knowing when not to talk and when to genuinely listen, and the value that comes from listening. And so what I realized last night, as I was thinking about this experience that I had yesterday, literally, I left that conversation yesterday just like, it's like, man, number one, I learned something about a guy I've known since 1997 that I didn't know. I learned so many things about him yesterday in an hour and a half. Known this guy for 20 something years. Let's think about that, right? I learned a ton yesterday about a person that I genuinely care about, that I love the fact that I learned all of this, right? And I will tell you that I don't know for sure if I would have learned that if I did not invest the money, the time, and the attention in listening to my friend and mentor, Jay Duran. Because what Jay has done for me is he has helped me uncover those things about myself that maybe I didn't see. That, friends, is the importance of mentorship. So when you get a mentor, here's the most important thing that I can tell you. You want to make sure that that mentor, that their values 100% or very close to 100% align with yours. Because when you believe the same things, when you want the same things for your lives, when they want the same thing for your life that you do, it is an incredible experience that you are able to have. And the growth that comes as a result of that is unexplainable. And that's just one example that happened in 90 minutes. I could give you countless examples of how I've been able to interact with my own team better, how I've been able to interact with my wife better, how I listen to hear what's not said now as much as I listen to hear what is said. That's something that I learned from Jay. I'm using Jay as an example because it's an easy example for me. It's fresh. But there have been plenty of people in my life who have been incredible mentors. Much of what I have learned from other mentors, I share with you guys. A lot of the stuff that comes, flowing out has been planted in my mind 15 years ago. And I've exercised that advice. Now I have such confidence in delivering it because I've implemented it over and over and over again for 15 years. So I want to challenge you guys. It's the back half of December here. We're going into 2021. Everyone has had an interesting 2020. There's not anybody that could deny that could say it's not true. As you go into 2021, if you have massive goals, you have big goals, I don't care if they're personal, financial, business, what it is. If you got big goals, you want to make big changes in your life, you want to take a huge step forward in 2021, I encourage you to look around and figure out who it is that could be that person for you. And I know for a lot of people, there's a lot of people that go through, their careers and they never really invest in that mentorship. They never really take that step to become part of, something that helps them grow, whether that's a group or a one-on-one mentorship or whatever it is. I want you guys to think about that. I want you guys to think about where you can go, what you can become part of. What are you going to do in 2021 to invest in yourself that's going to change your life for the better? And I'm here to tell you guys, there's a million resources out there on YouTube. There's a million resources out there online that are free. There's a difference in what you learn when you take your hard-earned money and you invest it into learning. There's a difference. I've given thousands of dollars in coaching away. Not much of it was effective. And the reason is because those people aren't bought in. There's not a mutual agreement. There's not an investment from a person into what they're about to learn. So I want you guys to think about that. And there's a lot of groups out there that you can become part of. If you guys need some guidance, you want some advice on places that you can go, let me know. I'm happy to give you, I got tons of friends that do this, right? And some people who are extremely, extremely genuine people that have great values, that want to help people, that have built platforms and invested their lives into helping people. But that importance of mentorship, man, it is, it was just one example yesterday. I'll tell you, it will change my relationship indefinitely with my friend that I've known for over 20 years. That conversation, it just helped me understand him way better. And again, that came from, number one, me having my mentor here to be able to have that conversation with him. Number two, me taking the coaching from my own mentor to help me understand myself better so that I can grow, so that I can understand when it's time to listen, so that I can understand how to listen for what's unsaid, how to listen to the language, the words that describe things, the power of people's words, the clues that are left by the way that people describe things. This is all stuff that I learned from my mentor and friend, Jay Duran. And, it was so impactful on me yesterday that I just wanted to share it with you guys this morning. But I encourage you, as you get into 2021, find that place that you feel like you can grow. Because when you plug into that, and I'm telling you, like, I used to think all of this stuff was expensive. It was a lot of money, man. This is an investment. I am telling you, I invest a significant amount of money per year. I'm not going to tell you because I don't want my wife to know, but a significant amount of money per year in growing myself and so that I can pass that mentorship, that knowledge along to others. And I can tell you it's without a doubt the best investment I make. No question. No question. That money that I invest in myself makes everything around me. It gives everything around me the ability to get better, because they can't get better just by themselves. They shouldn't have to. That mentorship that I gain, that I can pass along to others, is literally the greatest gift that I have in my life. It's the most fulfilling thing that I do. And I'm giving you one simple example. I learned so much. I learned about world travels that he took yesterday, symbolism, and I don't want to share too much because I don't share people's personal information, but just incredible experiences that he had that I now have the ability to relate to him 100 times better. And that, again, it ties back to getting around the right people, learning the right things, knowing when to listen. It's an amazing experience when you get around the right people. Mentorship, being around the right people, makes you feel unstoppable. It makes you feel powerful beyond measure. And so I wanted to challenge you guys this morning with that idea of making that part of your life in 2021. And it doesn't matter. There have been times in my life where I didn't have a lot of money, and I still made the choice to invest in myself. And when you do that, I can tell you in my experience, when you invest and you don't have a lot, man, are you going to get a lot out of it, because that money means a lot to you, right? It means a significant amount. So if you're spending $50 or $150 a month, and that is a significant investment, man, you're going to put everything you got into that interaction, into that learning, into that mentorship, and it's going to pay you dividends huge. And I'm telling you, like, I have a lot of friends that do this. I do this myself. There's never a time that I say no to somebody that wants to have a conversation. That's how you grow. Lean into it. Be that person that's committed to doing whatever. Chris Filippelli drove 6 hours to be here and just spend the day today. That's commitment. And that is, I will make darn sure that the time he spends today being mentored is effective and that it has an impact on his life and on his business. That's it, guys. The challenge to you is find that place. Find that place that you feel at home, that you share values with, that you share a mission with, and become part of it. Plug into those people. Invest whatever you have to invest to do it. It will change your life. I'm telling you, it has changed mine, and it continues to. Now I continue to seek out, the next level. Like, where is it? I'm always looking for that next couple of inches that I could get that make me and our team and everything that I'm involved with better. I appreciate you guys being here. I hope that you guys take this advice, man. It's the most important thing you can do. Get around winners, man. Winners win. They produce more winning. It breeds in groups. I see it for myself all the time. The confidence that's gained by not feeling alone. For a long time in my career, I felt out of place. I felt like a person that people didn't understand. I found the right groups. I found the right people. I've never felt alone since. And that feeling of, man, just feeling part of something, feeling like you have resources, you got the right friends, you got the right people around you, that when you're going through some stuff, you got somewhere to go, you got somewhere to call, you've got people that will give you sound advice. There's nothing more important in your life. And that goes for business and for personal, right? It's identical. It doesn't matter if you're going through stuff in your marriage, in your personal life, with a friend, spiritually, business-wise. If you're around the right people, man, you got all the answers right there within an arm's reach. So I hope you guys take this advice. If you need any help finding the right place to go, please give me a call. I'll point you in the right direction. It'll change your life. I'm telling you, invest into it. Learning isn't something you did. It's something you do. You have to be learning all the time. You have to be constantly investing in yourself and constantly learning. It's something you should be doing every week. And when you set the example, if you're a business owner and you're constantly learning, most likely the people around you are probably going to do the same thing, or they're at least going to be pulled to do the same thing because they see you doing it all the time. I hope this was helpful, guys. I will see you guys again today. Don't forget, we've got a very special episode today at noon Eastern. I've got my friend, man, this lady is an unbelievable human being. Lisa Hawley, she's owner of Off the Hook and Napa Prime here in Pittsburgh. We are raising some money today to help some kids get some shoes, man. These restaurants that she owns, they sell truffles around the holidays. And obviously this year their restaurants have been shut down for indoor dining indoor dining due to COVID. And so it has restricted their ability to be able to sell these truffles. And for every box of truffles they sell are $5. They buy a pair of shoes for a child in need. And so I wanted to bring Lisa on. I hope you guys can tune in around noon, set your notifications. It is shared on my page, so you can get a reminder there so it pops up. But please join us at noon. I'm going to come up with some way that you guys that aren't in Pittsburgh, whether we could ship them or whether you can donate them and we can give them to a food bank or people in need, whatever it is. But I'm going to find some way for you guys to be able to support this. Would mean the world to me if you guys could support this cause. I sit next to this lady in church every week, man. I'm telling you, she's an angel. Her and her husband are unbelievable. Glenn is an unbelievable guy. They run incredible restaurants, and they need our help. So I appreciate you guys being here, and I will see you tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m., same place, same time on Morning Perspective. And I would love to see you guys at noon today. Peace out. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you guys.